Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6 with me, FalseSymmetry. Today, it is a little bit bittersweet. Today is indeed the last episode and it's going to be a bit of a different one because I wanted to be quite relaxed, quite chilled and just sort of a nice little trip down, I guess, memory lane with this base and the year and a half, I guess, we've been on this season. Is it about that yet? I'm not sure, but it has been a long while and the end of the season has been a long time coming. And I thought, you know what, let's start the video right here because, of course, if you guys remember back over a year ago, this is where it all started for me. I mean, of course, this beach here looked a little bit different, but this is where we started. If anyone remembers, I lived in a little hobbit hole here. In fact, I wonder if I could, like, dig into it. Oh my goodness, there's actually still a door. I didn't realise there was still a door. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I knew this was still here, but I thought my only entrance was via the cow farm. So that is a nice surprise. Yes, this is where it all started, and I basically left this whole place exactly how it was built. Obviously, I took everything with me, other than a few key items, the emergency milk, my first ever diamond, and a clock, and of course, for some reason there's 3 green heads just chilling up there. But pretty much everything, including a few animals, have been left here since, oh, goodness knows when. But yeah, I didn't actually realise there was a way in through there. So that was a nice little surprise there to even find that. And we'll just chuck that one in the air. But of course, I did not stop just there. I expanded at, I guess, a fairly slow rate, if I'm honest. I didn't really build most of this until probably the middle of the season. I feel like I had a surge of inspiration once this was built to then also sort of build sort of further out. And I guess the next main spot for me was down here, this place which no one can ever find. I always forget how difficult this is to find, but of course when you guys download the world you'll probably be around in spectator mode or something. Just float down here, come to the second level of the waterfall and you will find it. And of course it is my new storage room, which, by the way, I know it's absolutely, like, hideous, but my goodness do I love this thing. I think it is one of my best storage rooms. I've never wanted an automatic one. I know you guys are going to bug me in Season 7. False, where's your automatic storage? Why don't you get someone to build it for you? Firstly, no one wants to build it for me. Secondly, I don't want anyone to build it for me either. And thirdly, I just don't want an automatic one. That might change. I might do a bit of research, see if there is one that suits my needs. But for the most part, this makes me very happy. Just being able to reach all the way up there, reach all the way down to there, and have the space to expand. So many of these are just not filled up or really used for very much at all. There is just so much empty space, and I love it. But as for plans of what to do next season, I don't actually currently have any. I do... Oh, this is going to sound really bad, but I do really want to build another circular build. For some reason, circles just make me so happy in Minecraft. Just like, even if they're not obviously like direct circles, like this especially, never ended up as a proper circle. Up there it is, but down here it's sort of like a square with curved corners. But I still love it nonetheless, and I don't know, I'm always drawn to building new things that are circular because I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, laugh at the fact that I build them all the time, but every single season I'm pretty sure I've done something completely different with the circle idea. So, I mean, yes, it's always a hole in the ground, but it is always designed a whole different way. This one, of course, is fantasy, which, by the way, anyone remember how we even ended up over here? Because I actually do. I never actually, on this world, picked a specific place to have my base until a Mr. Rendog, who lives over here, decided to ask me, False, do you want to, like, hook up and, like, you know, do a joint base sort of thing? And I was like, you know what, mate? let's do that. Let's do that. Didn't quite turn out how I think we both of us expected, perhaps, because there were a lot less joint projects than perhaps would have been really nice. But we have ended up with quite a cool little area that does work, actually, as one, I think. This river down the middle is the perfect separation for both our styles to sort of be combined and just sort of, I don't know, work together. So I am ultimately very, very happy that I chose to live over here, even though the idea of it was basically out of my hands. And luckily I actually came up with a cool fantasy idea. Because, if I'm honest, I didn't have one before then. But so today's video, I guess, is going to be just a bit of a walk down memory lane and a little bit of a wander around, showing you guys some of my favourite and least favourite parts of my base. One favourite, actually, is this little ship over here. I rarely go over to it, but it is just, I don't know, it just looks really good. I really like it. I found a whole bunch of little fantasy ship designs on the internet, and I sort of combined a whole bunch of different elements together that I really liked. And somehow I managed to come up with something that looks fairly decent, and also had space for a little downstairs area, which, to be honest, when you build a ship like that, this size, you don't really have much space, but apparently we actually seemed to make it work, so I was pretty happy with that. But as a whole, I think my base works. If I'm honest, the elements of the base I don't quite like are the smaller buildings. But like I say, I try not to think of my base as singular entities. I try and think of it as the whole shebang. When I look at the whole shebang, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's when I look at the singular things, I think all separately, they just don't work as well. But you know what? A year and a half, I've built quite a lot. And not even just this. I was planning on having this video just be a tour around my base, but because there's so many other things on the server, I thought I would give a lot of different things a mention. And also, you guys can use this when you download the world. By the way, world file will be listed in the description, so you guys can download this, check it all out for yourself when it's available. It won't be available for maybe a day or two, we'll see. Basically come back to the video and it'll be in the description or over on my Twitter. And basically, yeah, there's a whole bunch to check out, so I'll let you go in the nooks and crannies over here, but let's go and take a look at a few other things, nearby at least, that we did this season, just to reflect and, whoa. Okay, speaking of reflecting, this world does not load that well. Oh dear. So one thing that I am still pretty happy with, is this! The cathedral! Oh, I had so many issues building this thing. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure calculating the length of the walls and stuff, I had quite a few issues with it. But ultimately, I still think it holds up. I feel like I wish I could have added some more detail perhaps inside. I mean, it looks okay, but there's just not a lot going on. But then again, to be honest, churches are just massive void spaces inside, aren't they? They seem to have really tall roofs, tall pillars, and then there aren't any lanterns hanging down. So I guess I've built this fairly accurate, so I shouldn't be too mad at myself. But speaking of which, I should probably close these doors behind me. And yeah, we also continued, of course, working on this. This was actually something I did a whole lot in the live stream. I think, this one was the original build by Worlds? No, I don't think that one is. I think this one here, haha, here it is. This is something Worlds built right at the beginning of the season. For so long it was sat by itself. Here we go. World's Night Starter House. There it is. And yeah, we decided to, because that looked really lonely by itself. A big giant cathedral with a little tiny house quite far away from it. Decided to expand and do a whole bunch of work over here sort of more recently, which by the way, haven't actually cleared up apparently, so might want to actually do that in a second. But yeah, really like this area. This isn't an area I go to very often in videos, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's pretty basic, but just sort of filled up the medieval district. to a nice amount where it didn't feel like it was completely empty, which, by the way, it pretty much felt empty for like 90% of the season, I'm pretty sure. Also, while I'm chucking this stuff away, I guess the biggest thing for over in this area, which I guess was more recent, was the massive explosion. Does anyone remember that? Oh my goodness. You'll have to let me know down below if you were at the live stream that happened in, because my goodness, there's probably only a few hundred people at that live stream, and oh man, did that come out of absolutely nowhere. Just, Cub fan, GG. Promise not to do anything like that to me next season, okay, dude? Because I'm not sure my heart can take it. It was crazy. I'm pretty sure the crater was like from like there to there. This massive crater before I built those things over there. Oh, it was insane. Anyway, good memories and good times, I guess. But let me take all this stuff back to my base, and that'll be one good job done. Right, well, what made sense to me next was to head over to the industrial, but as you can see, nothing's loading again. As soon as there's Hermits online, which there are a few, things just aren't loading. They just aren't loading, okay? Anyway, we'll fly in here, because I actually haven't shown you guys what's in here yet. Ooh, stuff! Yeah, I did a bit of something in here for a stream. Because this, if you remember, had nothing in it. There was nothing in here for so long. And as much as I'm not... Oh, look, we found more stuff to clear up. As much as I'm not happy with the build itself, the interior, I mean, it works as a whole. It works as a whole. I think that's what makes me happy. When something works as a whole shebang, you know, it does its purpose. It's a railway station. It looks industrial. It works. It works well enough for me, at least. But yeah, this is such a strange area. This is probably the district... I want to say the district I like the least, but that's because I'm not really an industrial kind of person. As you can see, I didn't ever do the interior in here, which is frustrating. I did, like, put carpet up there so nothing would spawn and, you know, lanterns around there, but I think I didn't actually put anything else in here. Although I do like this building as a whole. I quite like the structure in here, the pathways that I added, just because it feels more industrial. Up here was going to look kind of cool. Had some, like, you know, ideas with some shelves and storage area, but I don't know. Unless you've got a farm, I think, inside the industrial area, yeah, I think it doesn't work as well. So I think the industrial could have been better if we'd done more things like this, where it's an actual, like, working farm. That's a working farm. Most other things are working farms as well. I think it's mostly my builds that aren't working farms, to be honest, thinking about it. No, I guess these ones weren't really. I guess that was a potion brewer over there. Maybe that? No, I don't know. Yeah, I did finish this off a little bit as well a few other times in streams, just by adding a little courtyard, I guess. It doesn't look very good. Oh, I'm saying that I need to... have I got some oak or something? Here we go. I need to board this up because it's not good to be seen, okay? You can't look in there. It's not looking good. And as I was recording that little bit there, I felt something really like a small little thing in my mouth, like a little like a nut or something. My filling's just fallen out. So fun stuff. I'm glad that recording this video is going so well for me. Literally got that done yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. Either way, so that's good to know. I'm glad that crunchy thing in my mouth was that. That's helpful. Not something I wanted to swallow, so I'm glad that didn't happen. But anyway, yeah, these are all boarded up. Sorry, I've been distracted, and when I'm distracted, I've lost the plot now. But anyway, yeah, it's all looking wonderful. And yeah, I don't know, it just looks a bit more filled. It's sort of the same sort of project as the medieval, to be honest. I filled it up, made it look a little bit busier, and I think that's what made me the happiest, I guess, this season, is sort of filling in the little gaps that sort of didn't have much going on, and just making them look a little bit empty, less empty, because otherwise they'd all look like this, which works in little spaces, but not over the whole server. Well, we can't leave this area until we head over to the shopping district, of course. Anyone remember this? Oh, was this my first shop? I feel like this was my little first shop. I'm still very happy with this design. I think it was a fun one. The little fish tank within fish tanks, I guess. These fish tanks are in the big fish tank. fish tankception, I guess. Oh, how are the salmon? Has someone bought some? No, the salmon must have, like, died or something. Who knows? Anyway, little fish shop. Oh, man. I really like that. You know what? I might do fish shop again. I kind of like the catching them fish, you know, and then putting them in there and then having people buy them. Because I think it's one of those little things. And maybe, you know what, maybe that's a bad idea. I was just about to say that the little things that people don't really think about too much is a great idea for a shop because you don't really have much in the way of competition. But then you don't have a lot of, you know, sales at the same time because you're not selling things like wood or leaves or insert other thing here. I'm stuck in this web. Ah, let me out. Oh, I'm drowning. Oh, please. Hello? Hello? No, it's not working. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. I'm also apparently dead on a stick as well in the shopping district. Who knows? Who knows what's going on here? In fact, oh, this is Bristol decorated from Halloween. My bad. I didn't even realise. But yeah, so shopping, I guess I didn't really do too much in the way of this stuff. I've got my ink shop here. Yeah, that did that. You know what? Probably, you know what? This probably did me the most diamonds, but also it took me the most work, I guess, in terms of a shop because I had to set up the squid farm. Yeah, and then I had them all. Oh, wait, saying that, I've just thought of a shop. Oh, it's got talking to me. Hi. Am I streaming right now? No. I'm recording, though. Oh, this could be something. Okay, then. I don't know what they want. Let's, I guess, go see. So you wonder why this video is taking me a while to make and get through. I just had to log off for 10 minutes while they recorded something. Oh, man. See, that and my feeling, just nothing wants me to finish this video today. Oh, I don't believe in karma or, like, fate or anything, but man, if something's giving me a message today to, like, not make this video, it's all these random things. But I thought I'd pop down here to the mall real quick before we leave the shopping district to take a look. Oh, again, I haven't shown you what I did down here, but I boarded this up just so it looks a little bit neater. Didn't bother with this one here. I think I'll change this. My phony shop that never became of anything, but that's okay. I made 3 shops down here. I'm pretty proud of that. Didn't make the food court. It's closed for renovations. Oh, because it never got done this season. It just, by the time I got around to having ideas for it, it just seemed like no one wanted to buy any food anyway. So that just sort of seemed pointless. But, you know, that doesn't always stop me. Sometimes I make pointless things and have fun doing it. But yeah, it's a shame that it never really got finished down here. This was such a great little project that I think Tango and Impulse put together. Really enjoyed working on it as well, just here and there. And yeah, it's just a shame that sort of it didn't become a bigger thing. But it was a great space saver, I think, in terms of the shopping district. Because the shopping district is a crazy mosaic. No, you know what? It's a patchwork quilt is what it is. It's totally a patchwork quilt. That's exactly what the shopping district is. 100%. So I guess we should also give a little mention over here to the Pirate District. Oh yeah, Pirate District. Which, again, another project I did a little bit of on stream. I made this house over here. Maybe that one as well. Maybe even that one. Maybe I just made that one on video and the other 3 I made on stream. Oh wait, oh, speaking of which... Speaking of which, oh, I forgot about all this down here. This, you know what, this was one of my favourite things. Although a lot of the arm stands went missing when we had the issue with a few of them going missing. One of them, which was this one. Oh, it's so sad that one's missing. That was, for those who don't know, that was a boat with the Corrales in it, looking scared at the tentacle coming out of the water. But there was like a little, what did I call this? Little, I'm not really sure what it's called, but basically... It's basically the biggest armour stand thing that I did all season, because obviously Cleo pretty much owned it with most of the others. But this is my little project in the Pirate District, which sadly is only part way there. But yeah, I really enjoyed the pirate little thing. Never really went anywhere. There was never any purpose to it. I sort of just wanted to experiment with different houses. Oh, and oh yeah, this is obviously must have been the first project perhaps when armour stands came out. This guy also vanished. The skeleton that was here. Oh, dude, that guy was cool, but I just don't have the time or the patience at the moment to redo armour stands. So I'm leaving them be. They haven't been there for a long while. So, oh, there's even pirate gold in here as well. Look at that. Details, details. Absolutely everywhere. But yeah, I must have had a lot of fun with the armor stands at this point and been really into doing that because obviously I went a bit crazy with those in the Pirate District. But I guess that sort of made sense with Cleo's ship being over there. Speaking of Cleo, she did these ones over here though. I can't take credit for these ones. These ones are incredible. Like, look at this hat. Still just incredible. I love Cleo's armor stands. I need her to do more of them for me next season for sure. Totally. Like, I'm not... Or maybe I'll do some of them myself. Like, even little things like this. Super simple to do, I assume. I'm not quite sure exactly how the armor stand is posed, but wherever the sword faces downwards, I guess, you just put it against a wall. But anyway, yeah, so I think... is that everything over in this area? It feels like there's more that I've missed. But I don't want this video to be super long. I want it to be, you know, something you guys can go and explore yourselves. There is obviously things like my squid farm on this season and... Oh, let's not get stuck. Squid farm and my creeper farm and stuff. But they're all signposted in the nether roof. So if you want to go check those out, they are all there. Hopefully you guys enjoy wandering around the season. Let me know down below what your favourite thing that I did this season was. That would be awesome to hear because obviously next season I want to do more of the stuff you guys like. So requests, suggestions, things you liked of this season, fill the comments up with all those things. Would love, love, love to get your guys' feedback from this whole year of projects. And also I just want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this crazy journey of season 6. I sure did. It's definitely going to be one of my seasons up there with the top. And I'll catch you guys all in the next season. I'm so excited. See you guys all then. Bye.
When Stanley approached the end of the video, he clicked the subscribe button.